Now, 800 CHAB presents Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carnie.
It is that time of year again. Wildlife all over the place. They're in their rut. They're looking out for hunters and they're looking for partners. And Greg Marcyniuk at Heritage Insurance, we've got to watch out for the wildlife to save disaster.
That's correct, Rob, because this is probably the worst time of year and you really have to be wary of the wildlife out there. In fact, 327 people are injured every year in Saskatchewan. And 4 people on average are killed in Saskatchewan because of wildlife. So again, there's 2 times a year when they're really at their peak for being along the roadside, and that's May and June, and late fall and early winter, again, because of mating season. So again, you got to be very wary. So the biggest thing is when you see the yellow wildlife signs, be very conscientious and slow down and keep an eye out for them. The biggest thing is being alert while you're driving and scanning that road from shoulder to shoulder. And when you do see an animal on the side of the road, slow down and pass by slowly. For night driving, always look for glowing eyes, and it's best to drive with high beams when possible and keep aware of that. When you do encounter animals, try to do the following. First and foremost is remain calm, and when one animal crosses the road, typically there's another one will follow. And if an animal appears like right in front of you, remember to brake firmly and stay control of your car and avoid swerving because you could either turn onto oncoming traffic or roll in the ditch. Now, when a collision is unavoidable, you know you're going to hit. The biggest thing, again, it's easy to say remain calm, but that's the first and foremost. And aim your vehicle to where the animal came from, not where it's going. So look to where it came from, aim for that, and try for a glancing blow rather than a head-on collision if possible. Again, don't try to swerve. And just before hitting the animal, try and let off the brakes so that the front end of the car will come up and the animal will not come up over the windshield but actually come underneath. And again, once you have hit the animal, again, it's a very traumatic experience. Just move off to the side, turn your hazards on, take a moment and just regain your composure and then assess the damage of your vehicle. Do not approach an animal, especially if it appears wounded. Injured animals are extremely dangerous.
I've heard that, and I was going to ask you about that. That's if you do hit an animal, you got to stay away.
That's correct. And call the police or local RCMP detachment if there is any human injuries or if there's significant damage to the vehicle. If there isn't, you can drive on and just follow the normal SGI claims process if you do get hit. Take your time and be very wary.
Greg Marcyniuk, Heritage Insurance. All these helpful hints are online, sir.
That's correct. At nohassleinsurance.ca or come on down to our office corner of Fairford and 1st Street West, and we're more than happy to help you out.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.